And welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. This is the second of 3 gaming related videos I'm going to post. And wanted to just do a bit of a video response. A fellow that I follow on AtariAge, whose name is AtariLeaf, he just did a video on his YouTube channel. I'm going to put a little annotation just below Pac-Man here on my video. If you want to click on that, it'll take you to the video I'm talking about. AtariLeaf has just been playing a bit more of the arcade selection that you find on the Namco Museum Megamix for the Wii. And what I've got here is the Namco Museum Remix, which came out just before the Megamix, also on Wii. I don't really play that many Wii games, so I thought that was a good opportunity to do a video response and also to play something on my Wii, because I haven't done that much recently. In both the Megamix and the Remix, you've got this sort of arcade here with a bunch of old games or coin-op classics that you can play, and a lot of them are a lot of fun. The one that AtariLeaf talked about is called King and Balloon, and it's quite a unique game he had never heard of before. And that's not in this arcade collection, but there is one in this arcade collection that I had never heard of before, and it's awesome. It's a heck of a lot of fun. I was expecting AtariLeaf to talk about it on his channel. He never did, so this is sort of my way of responding to that. The one that I want to bring to everybody's attention is Cutie Q, which was released in 1979 and was actually made by Toru Iwatani, who would later go on to be famous for creating Pac-Man. But let's give this a whirl. Now, it's kind of a unique game, and it actually really works well with the Wii controls. You basically just start up a game, and you use the Wii paddle, or the Wii remote as the paddle. See the way it's sliding back and forth? That's me using the Wii remote doing that. So let's launch the ball. And it's kind of a combination of kind of Breakout and a little bit of a video pinball sort of a game. It's really, really cool. I really like this game. I don't quite know the best way to describe it. It's one of those things you just have to see how it's played to follow the game style. I think it's kind of interesting to note that for a game created by Mr. Iwatani, who went on to do Pac-Man, there is a lot of references to the famous Namco ghosts here, or at least he seems to like using ghosts, or they are technically actually monsters, not ghosts, but he likes to use those in his games apparently, because this one came out before Pac-Man, and as you can see, there's a little purple guy up in the top there who is clearly some kind of ghosty creature. You've got these tiles that you hit as well. Oh, I just missed it. Now, I'd love this to be available using an actual paddle. If there was some way to port this to the Atari 2600, I think this would be an awesome, awesome game. I don't know that the 2600 could handle these kind of graphics, but maybe like a simplified version. I actually did a video not too long ago of Midnight Magic, which is a pinball game, and I was hoping that somebody might also develop other Midnight Magic style games for the 2600. In this modern era of homebrew, it's amazing what people are capable of creating. Oh, that's that game over. Let's try another one here. Now you see when you hit those faces down below, they turn from frowny faces to smiley faces. If you get all 5 of them to turn into smiley faces, you actually increase your point multiplier. And you'll see on the sides, there's a little, there we go, that little A. That'll change to an E. If you can spell out the word extra, E-X-T-R-A, there's now it's the, I guess I'm not getting it in time. You get an extra ball. And that's really all there is to it. It's a very simple game, but it's a heck of a lot of fun. A little bit hard to control with the Wii remote. It would really feel good with a paddle, actually. When I was reading up about this game, apparently Toru Iwatani really wanted to make pinball games. So when he joined Namco, he was all ready and excited to get into the gaming world and to start doing pinball games. But apparently Namco just said, no, we're not interested in that. We're not going to do it. And this Cutie Q game is what resulted from that. So it's his take on a pinball machine. Very similar to the video pinball games of the late 70s. So yeah, this is a really good little game, Cutie Q, on the Namco Museum Remix. I'm not sure if it comes on the Megamix or not, but highly recommend it as kind of one of those little hidden gems you find when you go through the parts of the game you haven't really investigated before. So I hope AtariLeaf checks this one out, just like the one that he brought to my attention, that King and Balloon. That's an awesome game. And what would I give this if I was to give it a score? I don't know, 3 out of 5, I guess. It's, it's a lot of fun. It's a little bit limited, but it's the only kind of a game you can play with a Wii remote, unless somebody can jury-rig up a paddle for this. Or can port this to the Atari 2600, hint, hint to the Homebrew Q community. It's also kind of neat to see just where was the developer of Pac-Man. What was he thinking before he came up with Pac-Man? Anyway, I'll stop there, and we'll see you down the rabbit hole.